ride or die. Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say, how could I have a heart made of stone? Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt, you're in paradise. And I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side. And it's smooth how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you're lying. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. Why you so icy cold? My tears can't drip. Sitting awake alone, tattoos I miss. If I was to call your phone, I know you'd click. Baby, can I have the throne? I call it quits. You can even have my car, I don't need it. I've been inside my room since you left it. Thinking about the place where we first kissed. Oh, and I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold.
I'm a locker code.
Also new to my team are radioactive packs. This is your chance to pick up some explosive cards, such as Dark Matter T-Mac and Dark Matter Kareem. But don't sleep on the Galaxy Opals, because Giannis, Andrei Kirilenko, and Chris Paul are all waiting to join your My Team lineup. Also in the mix is Pink Diamond D-Wade.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect is more important than their determination to make sure their voices are heard. As continued cases of social injustice come to light, they refuse to simply shut up and dribble, if you get my meaning. Instead, they're using their platform to affect change. Kevin, it's a movement among some very determined players.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And, guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Lakers, Morris is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Greg, the 2 words you and I don't like the most in this game, load management. Why do we see more of it now than when you played in the game?
A couple of things. I think sports science has evolved, and I've talked to a ton of coaches about this. The reality is that now they don't determine whether or not a guy's going to play. It's going to be the people that work with the strength and conditioning. They determine if a guy is ready to go. Secondly, I would also say the contracts now, the investments that teams have in these assets, you want to try to prolong their careers as long as possible. And so I think it's a smart move from an investment standpoint.
You bring up some great points. And good that time.
A guy who entered into this league already physically developed. Kyle Kuzma plays through contact.
When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
And the former Utah Ute, Kyle Kuzma, can play either forward spot. Has a good blend, Smitty, of size and speed.
Yes, Kevin, but right now I prefer him at the 4. The reason why, he can stretch the floor, but he can tack a lot of those big forwards. And his shooting, it will get consistent as the years go on.
And here's Caldwell-Pope following the 3-pointer by Antetokounmpo. Morris with the bucket.
Look, this is how you draw it up coming out of the locker room. 3 of 3 so far.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now, here is Morris. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Giannis with it, now guarded by Schroeder, and Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Lakers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Kuzma passes to Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And here's Schroeder following the 3-pointer by Antetokounmpo. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Holiday with the 3. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Morris lobbed up there for Drummond.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Outside Holiday. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Schroeder against Holiday. Schroeder up top. 17 points in his last outing. That one good for 2.
Not one to back down inside. Schroeder likes to get right into the teeth of the defense.
The tray. And Jrue Holiday with the 3. Holiday's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Bucks.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Schroeder passes to Caldwell Pope. That's tipped. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Yeah, and checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 26 points per, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him, but that's easier said than done.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
The Bucks have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
Why don't we now look at the league's highest scoring teams? The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The Bucks second.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Holiday against Schroeder. Ball's knocked loose. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Antetokounmpo's got 20.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Caldwell Pope passes to Schroeder. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
So gifted. Drummond soars through the air, then explodes on the finish.
Bucks leading by 7. And the Lakers turn it over again.
And here's a look at the stats for Dennis Schroeder. He's been a factor for them over the last month. 12th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Count it. Drummond's got 10.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Lakers trail by 8, and Kuzma has it in the corner. Back to Schroeder, takes a 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Holiday, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Now Drummond had a tough time getting anything going against the Bucks. He was a non-factor. Here's Kuzma, and the shot goes in. Kuzma's got his second bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Count it, good.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And it's Schroeder in the corner over Holiday. And it's Schroeder missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count that bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Schroeder dishes to Drummond. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul. Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Caldwell Pope. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. So it's the Lakers now, down by 12. Caruso looking for an opening. Clock at 4. Schroeder kicks to Caruso. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Lopez. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Schroeder passes to Caruso. Here's Morris. Softly drops in the floater. Morris has got 8 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Wasted no time on that one. And the Bucks lead by 16.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
Dennis Schroeder, the 17th overall pick in 2013 out of Germany. He's got a flair you don't associate with European players.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Schroeder. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst, partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Caruso, no good.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Shots good by Middleton.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Schroeder with the ball. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Yes, that goes in.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Jacks up a three. The shot's good from Forbes. And the Bucks lead by 18.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
To the paint. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Forbes. And another three for Milwaukee.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Here's Caruso. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Wesley Matthews checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Playoff seeding so important here as we take a look out east. Taking a look at Milwaukee. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference.
And I think for the Bucks, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Bucks leading by 17. Here's Forbes. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Here's Harrell. Pass to Caruso. Good on the three-point shot. Caruso's got 7 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And they pick up 2. And the Bucks lead by 19.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now here's Harrell. He's coming off a 19-point game against Milwaukee.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Connaughton. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Here's Portis, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Bobby Portis has the ability now to hit shots on all three levels.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Portis. Stops, pops. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Portis has got his second bucket of the night. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Passes it to Middleton. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And if you foul Middleton in the act, you may as well chalk the point up. He's always been a very consistent free throw shooter.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And really, from second-round pick to all-star, Middleton's story, inspirational, yet even now it feels like some people continue to sleep on it.
Here's Caruso, 7 points in the game. Here's Gasol. Here's Harrell. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
The Bucks have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And there's the pass to Caruso. To the inside. Shot left block. Harrell kicks to Caruso. Rebounded by the Bucks.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Here's Horton Tucker. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's at the quarter-century mark, 25 points for him in this game, as they have looked to him over and over to make things happen. Back right after this. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of the underdog label.
I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid. I've always been a guy that's always been picked second. Even though I had, high accolades in high school, and I had to work for those really, really hard to get those. I feel like nobody really ever believes in, none of the things I do. Even if I have a good season, to me it was a good season, but somebody else it wasn't as good as they wanted it to be.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Harrell. Also, Marc Gasol is out there. And it's Matthews in at the 2. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Andre Drummond's checked in for Harrell. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Three-pointer. The shot's good from Forbes. Forbes has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bucks. And Los Angeles guys shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Pass to Horton Tucker. He's looking for Drummond. Oh, the power on that throwdown!
As graceful a 280-pounder as you're going to find, Drummond with the savage throwdown.
The offensive rebound, and he comes up with the deuce. Connaughton's got 9.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Caruso, 7 points in the game. Matthews with the bounce pass. Gasol trying to free himself up, and there's Drummond. That's good on the assist by Matthews.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Goes up on the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Forbes has got 19 points.
We saw this from Forbes in the G League. Now we're seeing it here. The ability to string together buckets over long stretches.
Here's Caruso, and there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Chris Middleton. Here's Caruso. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Into the lineup for the Bucks, Jordan and Warren.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Who's back up? And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
A double-double machine. The only person who can really stop Andre is himself.
Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Morris kicks to Kuzma. 5 on the clock. Here's Caruso. Drills the three-pointer. Caruso's got 10 points in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And Morris throws it down.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized four.
Right block shot, and another basket for Milwaukee. Here's Caruso. He's got 10. Kuzma outside. Wants to get it to Morris and does. And Morris throws it down.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's DiVincenzo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. DiVincenzo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Caruso. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Here's Kuzma after the basket by Milwaukee. Morris trying to free himself up. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's got 7 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Lakers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. They've packed their bags for a long one, as that'll be the first of 7 straight on the road. Now, here's Kuzma. He's coming off a 16-point game against Milwaukee.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
The Bucks have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
Jrue Holiday at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Jrue Holiday. Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch, with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree.
The underrated vision of Holiday. I like it when he's distributing, and I think his coach does as well.
Pass to Morris. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his 4th personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And his free throws are falling at a rate of only about 72% on the season. Not terrible, but listen, you obviously would expect him to do better.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Morris. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And Morris drops them both.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping him.
Now here's Schroeder. 6 points for him. And there's the feed to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Holiday gets the bucket.
Right there you see Holiday's toughness. Gets hit, able to maintain body control, finishes the play.
Schroeder outside. He feeds it to Drummond. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Drummond's got 9 points in the quarter.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back.
And it just doesn't take many steps for Antetokounmpo to get up the floor on the break. It's just steal, sprint, and finish.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. And the Lakers turn it over again. And now let's check in on the 2 guards from around the league and see which one of them is playing the stingiest defense over the span of the last 10 games. You take a look at DiVincenzo. Such quick hands, second in the NBA.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
You'll never find any of those guys sitting back and letting their guard down for a single moment. That's for sure. They're out there looking for every opportunity to make an impact defensively.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the basket by Giannis. 4 on the clock. Another shot. Here's Drummond and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Good on the shot.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Here's DiVincenzo. The shot, no good. Caldwell Pope with some nice D. Schroeder finds Drummond. Back to Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Playoff seeding so important here. Let's have a look out west. You look at the Lakers. They're 4th in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
And you know, for the Lakers, this season has been, it's been solid. But they just need to maintain their place in the standings and get 100% prepared here for the postseason.
I don't think they've played their best basketball, so if things do come together for them before the end of the regular season, look out.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Milwaukee's gotten both of their 3-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. It's good.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Feeds it to Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Yet another bucket for Andre Drummond. They've done a great job of getting him the ball in his spots.
Yep, it counts.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Here's Schroeder, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
So difficult to stay in front of. Schroeder allowed to get all the way to the rim that time.
And it goes down 2 points. DiVincenzo's got 8 points in the quarter.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Schroeder kicks to Caldwell Pope. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Tries from the block. That one, no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Right wing. Back to Schroeder. The 3-ball. And he's good on the 3-ball. Schroeder's got 11.
I love the confidence he's shooting with. Big improvement here in the second period.
Here's Giannis.
Oh, yes.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And Los Angeles guys shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And the wide-open shot from Morris. No good on the three. And Milwaukee has possession. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the 4th game in a 7-game road trip.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Now, here's Kuzma. He's got 9. Caldwell Pope outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Caldwell Pope's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Milwaukee has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the 2nd quarter. Holiday, shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
He had just enough breathing room around the basket, and he found a way to convert it.
Knocked loose. 36 seconds left to play in the first half. LA has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the 2nd quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Antetokounmpo's got his first points in this one. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Shoots over Schroeder, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Nice play by Holiday. Terrific speed in the open court. Defending him, you have to change ends quickly. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Bucks ahead as they end the 2nd quarter with a 13-5 run. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had a scoring performance for the ages, putting up an enormous amount of points, 2 steals and 2 blocks. It's been quite a night so far for him. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Milwaukee?
Well, we're seeing Giannis in attack mode. He's playing with real tenacity and making every shot count. It's a relentless siege, and the other team is struggling to recover from it.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
Well, their sloppy play really surprised me, especially the turnovers. No matter who they had out there, they never seemed to be on the same page. Their only hope is to make every possession count, and that means taking care of the ball.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Portis in at the 5. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And the Bucks making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Los Angeles. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And the shot is long.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense. You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting an absolutely astounding 80% from the field. Everything is falling. And staying with the play, Middleton.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Middleton's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. He's one of the standouts over the last month, averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
Now here's Schroeder. Yep, that one goes in there.
Dennis has put a lot of work into his jumper. Pulled that one off nicely.
Holiday attacking. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Morris.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shot just don't go down.
Kuzma can't get it to go. The Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Antetokounmpo, no good.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And the long strides of KCP, dangerous changing ends there, and he loves to finish in space.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 6 assists here tonight. Kuzma outside. Looking to get it going. Milwaukee with the rebound. Middleton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
And here's Schroeder, 13 points in the game. Wide open. Kept alive. Drummond. Comes up empty down low.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
He had a nice open look right there. Kuzma's got 11.
This is Kuzma's game. You set me up, I'll knock it down.
From the baseline. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Now here's Schroeder. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Holiday with the defensive
Timeout,
effort.
timeout.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Started.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Jrue Holiday. The Bucks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Here's Giannis trying to get open as Lopez, and it's in there. Antetokounmpo's got 48.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the middle, here's Morris. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Shoots from the baseline. That one, no good.
Not sure if that's the shot you were looking for, but it's a fairly clean look. Almost have to take it. And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
First one falls for him. Some changes for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Andre Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kyle Kuzma. And both free throws good for Giannis. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Caruso, the pass to Schroeder. Passes it to Caruso. The feed to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
I mean, a dunk machine dating back to high school. Montrezl Harrell is an absolute monster around the rim.
Here's Giannis. And got it! Another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
He has come through in a big way at the foul line in this game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Gasol's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
The second effort, and he lays it up and in. Caldwell Pope's got 12 in the game.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well-suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Excellent timing on that play and a wonderful pass.
Here's Connaughton, and that one off the back of the rim and in. 11 points in the game.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Here's Schroeder, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
I'll tell you, Schroeder's a tough kid. You see the added strength. We'll see if he can complete the and one.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The Lakers making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Portis is checked in. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Middleton. He's getting around 20 points per, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's versatile. He's prolific. There really isn't much a defense can do once he catches fire.
Here is Forbes. He's got 19. Here's Portis. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. LA's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Wesley Matthews checked in for the Lakers. Here's Horton Tucker. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Matthews. They grab their own miss. Harrell dishes to Gasol. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Over Harrell. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Caruso, the pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
The Bucks have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Portis.
Speaking of Bobby Portis, he's going to fight, he's going to scrap, he's going to give you maximum effort every night.
And so he hits both. The Lakers with the ball. Caruso kicks to Gasol. High arcing shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Rejected by Gasol.
Love how Gasol patrols the court, always on the lookout to reject a shot.
Harrell dishes to Matthews. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Horton Tucker's shot is off. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting it beautiful here in the third, 56% from the field. Shot's good by Middleton.
Right now he's being too passive and not looking for his shot enough. He needs to be more aggressive and get more shots up because he's shooting well.
Now here's Harrell. The pass to Caruso. Harrell trying to free himself up. Caruso, no good. And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Here's Horton Tucker. Following the basket by Chris Middleton. Harrell the pass to Horton Tucker. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from Portis. And so it's Milwaukee with it. The second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. Portis has got 6 in the quarter.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Here's Caruso. He's got 10. Stripped it away. And they're running. And Portis throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Gasol against Portis. Now here's Harrell. He's guarded closely. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Harrell's got 6.
Credit Harrell. He uses his body to protect the ball when going up in tight quarters.
Moron, that's good. Here's Caruso. Inside, here's Gasol, and finished off by Gasol.
Marc Gasol probably never won any dunk contests, but he can still put you on a poster.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Middleton. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Pass to Harrell. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 8.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Assisted by Jrue Holiday.
Here's Caruso. 10 points for him. Pass to Harrell. Shoots over Tucker. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 8 rebounds in this game. From downtown and out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And now let's see who the NBA's hottest shooters have been in the second half of the season. The 4th spot held by Montrezl.
His touch around the bucket has been outstanding. I mean, he has missed very few of the good looks he's gotten.
LA has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Down low, Caruso, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Caruso's got 12.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Outside Holiday buries the long-range jumper. Holiday's got 29 in the game.
Picking up from where he left off, I lost count of how many threes he hit in the first half. Now nails this one.
And that one's good, Caruso.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Holiday's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Bounce pass, Harrell. DiVincenzo against Matthews. Just 4 to shoot. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. Clock is at 3. Here's Schroeder. That's good from 17 feet away. 18 points for him.
Nice recognition by Schroeder. Loving the mid-range, just taking what the defense allows.
Here's DiVincenzo, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
And you know what? There was probably a better matchup on the floor, but when it goes in, nobody complains. That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Milwaukee on top, delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Dennis Schroeder, also Matthews out there, and it's Kaycock in at the power forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Kaycock. Now the pass to McKinney. To the middle. And the foul on Jrue Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Steve, you look at the large companies being created right now by some NBA players like LeBron and Steph. Talk about the example that sets for kids who look up to these guys.
You know, Kevin, I think it's a great example. A reason why they are showing the next generation of kids that's taking basketball serious that they're more than just a basketball player. They are prepping for life after the game is over, but able to do it while they're playing.
Now, here's Tucker. Basket counts. Here's Schroeder. He feeds it to Antetokounmpo. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Double team on Holiday. Shoots over Schroeder, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Holiday's got 9 points here in the second half. Now here's Schroeder. Again, Los Angeles.
Very quick into his pull-up. Schroeder doesn't leave the defender any time to recover.
Here's Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Shoots over Schroeder. Lopez outside. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads. Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Here's Holiday. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Lopez with the bucket. Lopez has got 4 this quarter.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Smitty, we see the success and the great talent level in the WNBA. Do you ever think we're going to see a woman on an NBA roster?
Well, Kevin, that's a good question. Let's look at the history of the game. We've had 2 women drafted, Denise Long back in 1969 and Lucia Harris in 1977. I will say this, Kevin, I do believe so. I think in my era, there's one player I got a chance to watch and play against that could have played for sure was Cheryl Miller.
He's off on the second. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. From about 16, and he overshot that one, missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Fires from the corner. A nice shot by Tucker.
I like the setup there by Holiday, a true combo guard. He understands that his playmaking is key to helping this offense run well.
Here's Kaycock. Matthews, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Lopez against Matthews. From 18 feet away. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Lopez has got 6 in the quarter.
Just taking what the defense allows. I mean, nice recognition there by Lopez. This guy has seen it all.
Pass to Matthews. Here's Kaycock, guarded by Tucker. Kicks it to Schroeder. Shot clock at 5. McKinney. The Lakers get it back in a new 14 over Holiday. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And with Schroeder's ability to shoot and drive, he commands the attention of the entire defense.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Milwaukee making a switch here.
Number 15. Team.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for Los Angeles. The 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Over onto Kumbo. Lopez, no luck. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy, that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated to really the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And the new G League Pro Team, Smitty, signed a number of five-star high school basketball players. How do you think this is going to impact the college game?
Well, I think it's going to impact it, Kevin. You miss out on those stars, for sure. But I think you'll get more guys that'll play 2, 3, 4 years in college, which will give college basketball more consistency.
Schroeder against Teague.
And when Teague is knocking down the pull-up Jays, it's just devastating for defenders. There is no slowing.
Now Schroeder. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Schroeder. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Schroeder's got 26.
We talk about Schroeder's toughness. Just shrugs off the hit and keeps on going. He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Now here's Matthews. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Lets it fly from 18. They get the rebound. Nwora. And he uses the glass on the layup.
He's not looking at the score. He's staying focused, and he's staying active.
There's two things they rely on him for: being competitive and bringing energy.
Lakers working the ball around now.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
Bucks have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Last year, LeBron, as we know, Steve, broke Derek Fisher's record for most postseason wins. Talk about the weight of that accomplishment.
You know, Kevin, let's take those two players. Start off with Derek Fisher. Give him a lot of credit. As a role player, he was on some great teams and contributed. Unbelievable to have that record. And then on the flip side, LeBron James was on some great teams, and he was the reason they were great teams, because he's one of the greatest players of all time. Two different type of players, but both are very impressive.
Milwaukee with the ball. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Matthews, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. LA's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Passes it to McKinney. Schroeder with the ball. There's the pass to McKinney. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now here's Teague. Basket good. Here's Schroeder. Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positive from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time for our social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Here's Antetokounmpo, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Pass to McKinney. Nobody near Schroeder. No good with the triple.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1-3, and that was in the first half.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Here's McKinney, and the layup's good off the glass.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
The Bucks shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. From 13, here's Lopez. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
And here's Matthews. Poked away. Fast break, Milwaukee. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Kaycock gets the bucket.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Fires from the wing. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Horton Tucker's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Portis, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. Lakers shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. To the paint, here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And Los Angeles guys shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Pass to Horton Tucker. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Here's Schroeder after the basket by Milwaukee. Passes to Kaycock. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Kaycock's got 8 points in the quarter.
And Schroeder becoming a more consistent floor general out there.
Mora, that's good.
That's how you set the table and everybody gets to eat.
Mora's gone 75% from the field, 6 baskets and 8 attempts. Here's Kaycock. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now because of the way everything is going is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out. And he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
The first one falls. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Caruso. Here's Horton Tucker. The second effort, Kaycock. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Milwaukee.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're in front by 48. 59 seconds left in the game. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. Here's Portis, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Matthews.
24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Caruso kicks to McKinney. Here's Caruso. Teague covering. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Teague the pass to Nwora. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Giannis, obviously a big matchup tonight. How locked in were you all tonight?
We came out tonight. We knew it was going to be a tough game. We played hard. We played together, and that's why we got the win. And I'm really proud of my teammates.
Well, it was a team effort that led to a big W, man. I appreciate your time. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.